What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery, and today we have a Inktober drawing. This is day number 25, and this is called Classroom. This is this little pumpkin girl, talking about her day at school. She's in class. You know, as kids, how the day usually goes. Kids in class learning, being taught new things, science, math, history, English, all the good stuff. And she's just here, being a good student, being a very attentive student, learning things, picking up new information. And every now and then you have that one classmate that just is a butthole, and that would be this gentleman right here. Anyway, today I want to talk about something that I know a lot of artists. I went through a lot, and I know a lot of artists went through this also, and that's pet peeves. Pet peeves, that those things that just drive you up the wall as an artist. And I know many artists can relate to this, because I know what I'm about to say. A lot of artists probably got these same questions, these same statements. All right, so here we go. One of my pet peeves is when you're drawing, right? When you're drawing something and you're in the middle of drawing something, and then someone comes up to you, they come up from behind you, and they ask you the famous question: did you draw that? And I know I'm not the only artist who has heard this question. You're in the middle of drawing something. You're in the middle of drawing something, and it's obvious that it's you doing the drawing. And then that one person will come to you and ask you, did you draw that? And there were so many times when people asked me that question, I wanted to say something back really, really smart and really, really rude, just because it's a dumb question. When you see the person doing something and you ask that person, did they do that? It's a dumb question. I know people say there's no such thing as dumb questions. Yes, there are. There are such things as dumb questions. When you see someone drawing something, when you see them actually doing it in your face, and then you ask that person, did you draw that? That's a dumb question. I'm sorry. It's a dumb question. I may be very nice to say, but it's a dumb question. I know as artists, we get that question a lot. We get that question a lot. Like, that is that question got on my nerves when I was younger. Got on my nerves. Or when here's what else the people would do that got on my nerves too. After they ask you, right, they'll ask you, did you draw that? And you say yes. And then they'll ask you, can I see some of your work? Right? That's your, can I see some of your work? I said, okay, so I would show them some of my other work, my other drawings that I've done, the other stuff that I've done, right? Or I would show, he's like, can I see that? Like, so the drawing that I'm doing at that moment, they'll ask if they could see it, like they can hold it in their hand, examine it, and what they would do is they would take the drawing and they would turn it on the back side of the drawing, just to see if I was tracing that drawing from something. Just a simple message to people who walk up to an artist and ask them, did they draw this or did they do that? When the artist tells you, yes, I drew this, and you ask, can you see the work? Do not turn it over and look at the back of it to see if they traced it. Like that is annoying. That's very disrespectful. That is just flat out like, you're getting on my nerves with that. Don't do that. If an artist tells you that they drew something, first of all, if you see the artist drawing something, if you see them drawing something right in your face, if you see them doing that in your face, and you can verify with your own two eyes that they are doing what you see them doing, first things first, leave them alone. If you're not gonna give them a compliment and say, good job or whatever, leave them alone. Because one, the fact that you are talking to that artist as they are creating messes up their flow and it becomes annoying. So don't do that. When you see an artist doing work, if you're not going to say good job or something like that, just keep on walking. Just walk on by, go on about your day, and leave them be. But don't ask them, did you draw that? When you see them drawing that. Or don't ask them if you can see their work and then scrutinize it as though you are the resident expert on all things drawing. Right? Like don't do that. Don't do that. Now I'm a pretty nice I'm a nice individual, so I won't be as harsh with my response as maybe some artists will. I'll just I'll say yes I did, and I will just explain things and stuff. It's all cool, but not every artist is going to be as polite as I am. you know, some people can tolerate it better than others. You know, I understand the the mystifying aspects of art, so I could deal with it. Other artists may not be as gentle or as polite as I am. So with that being said, if you don't understand something, just I mean, I guess it's the excitement of seeing someone create something. It's almost like magic when you see an artist making something that your mind couldn't understand at that point. Not to sound condescending, but when you see an artist, creating, it is magical. I get it. I do get it. And people get excited when they see somebody doing something that they can't understand. I get it. Which I get that this, which is why I'm not rude to people when they ask a question. Even as a child, I was never rude to people when they asked that question of, did you draw that? Or, no, you didn't draw that. Like, I used to get it sometimes. When people used to see me draw, and they used to see me draw like right there in their face, they would ask me, did you draw this? And I say, yes, I did. You didn't draw that. You didn't draw that. Like, and they would see me drawing it and still wouldn't believe that I did it. So they would say, let me see. So they would see it. They would turn it over to see if I traced it. It is rude, but I've grown to understand uh the mystifying aspects of art. I get it. I get it. However, just as a warning, not all artists are gonna be as understanding as I am. So to all those who aren't artists and don't understand how annoying that question or those questions can be, just be mindful, be respectful of the situation, because you might come across an individual who isn't as nice with their response as I would be, or maybe some other artists are. Just not everyone is going to be understanding. So just you know, and I would say to other artists, just to be fair to other artists, be patient. Be patient. I understand as an artist, you know, there are people who are not going to understand the world as you do. They're just not. They're just not. There are going to be people, all walks of life, that cannot or maybe will not ever be able to comprehend how you are able to literally make something out of nothing. It's it happens. However, just know that it's based off of the magic that you hold as an artist. You as an artist, you hold magic in your hand and in your mind. And when you create, it's a form of magic. It's magic to those who don't understand, you know, what's going on. So, but yeah, but to be honest, it is annoying when people say, "Oh, did you draw that?" Yes, I did. You didn't draw that. Then why would you ask me if if you didn't believe? If you're gonna ask somebody, did they draw this, and then they say yes, and then you say no, you didn't. Then what's the point of you asking them? Like, what what are you doing? Either you believe them or you don't believe them. And then people go to lengths to say, well, let me see. Let me see you do something. You're seeing me do something. Like, you're seeing me draw something right here in your face, and you still, like, they're just no convinced. There's just some people that just they're no convincing. No matter what you do, you're not gonna convince them that you can do what they obviously see you do. It's just not gonna happen. It's just crazy sometimes. Like some people will get really bent out of shape. Like, I just say, okay, well, all right, well, you ain't gotta believe me, even though you see me doing it. And then even if I show you other work, if I show you other work that I've done, and if that don't convince you that I can do this, then you just never gonna be convinced. That's as simple as that. You're never gonna be convinced. There are just some people that you're just never gonna convince, no matter how annoying it is. Some people just never gonna convince. They're never gonna believe something when the proof is there. It's just it happens sometimes. Just you know, and it's okay to be skeptical, but when the proof is there, when all the proof you want, like if you say, okay, I want this, or if you want to prove it to me, do X, Y, and Z. And if you do X, Y, and Z, and you still don't believe it, even though I've satisfied your example, your criteria, then you're just not gonna get it. There's some people just not gonna get it. Either you get it or you don't. It's still annoying though. Like, it's still annoying as crap. Like, I'm showing you in your face that I can draw. I'll even draw something new. They say, well, then say, here you go. They say, well, draw me something. That's for me. That's usually how I go. Like, you'll draw something. They say, did you draw that? And I say, yes. You didn't draw that. Let me see. Then they say, then you show. They say, well, draw me something. Like, what you want me to draw? What draw my name? Like, draw my name and put star. They'll try to make it as difficult as possible, not knowing that no matter what they ask, you can still do it. But they'll try to trip you up to say, okay, well, if I make him draw some my name like this with some stars and stuff like that, then it will stump him. Then I can prove that he don't know how to draw. So when you do prove that you can do what you say you can do, then they don't know what to do. They just stuck. But it's still crazy. Like come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What you doing? Come on. You just wanna prove somebody wrong because you've been proven wrong because of my skill set. Because I can prove my skill set. And that person just can't comprehend it, so they just want to make a fool of you, but they don't know that your skills are to the point where you can't be stumped. So, but yeah, that's just Jesus, the pet peeve, man. Those artistic pet peeves. Now, over the years, like I don't get that anymore. I got that a whole bunch when I was a kid. When I was like in elementary school, junior high, and high school, I got that a whole bunch. But in college, not so much. It stopped when I got to college though. So once I got to college, that whole trying to prove you wrong thing ended for me. But from like junior high, high school, elementary school, it was every day. Then somebody said, "Oh, he can draw, but he can't draw better than so and so." Then that's what happens. That's what happens next. Like you're not trying to look for no competition like that. You're not trying to do no competition. But when someone see that, like, "Oh, this person he can draw," well, he can't draw better than this person. He can you do you know so and so? I know he is. Can you draw better than him? Like I don't know. I don't care. Like I'm pretty sure that artists don't care either. And it's always the person who aren't artists that would do that. It's never the person who are artists. It's always those who are not artists that will try to pull that move, that competitive move. Well, you can't draw better than so and so. Do you know so and so? Yeah, I know who he is. Can you draw better than him? It's always the ones who can't draw or who aren't artists that do that. It's just crazy. It's just nuts. So this face right here represents that particular hater. You know, that wanna prove you wrong to be right. It's never two people can be right. It's always in order for me to be right, you have to be wrong. That's him. She trying to do her thing. She trying to learn, do her thing. He can't stand it, so he all in his feelings. They come in all shapes and sizes. Those are the pet peeves. Couple of touches on here. All these classrooms got all these, these different maps and the periodic table of elements and all that stuff, and they got the map of the world and all that. Hmm. Just like what a basic classroom would look like. Nice science classroom. You got your all my science classrooms that I was in always had like these little shelves here. Like especially in high school, they had these little shelves with these different science instruments in here. The Bunsen burner, the beakers, the flask. I still remember those things. The microscopes that we never use a microscope. Well, I won't say that, but a lot of my science classes, we never got a chance to use any of this stuff. Now there was the one science class I was in high school where we actually got a chance to use some of the equipment. But most of the science classes I was in, we never got a chance to use any of that stuff. We learned about it on paper, like we were taught it on paper. We drew diagrams of a microscope, all that stuff, but we never really got a chance to use, any of the tools. You know, I got a chance to dissect a frog in junior high. That's it. And I got a chance to use a microscope and a Bunsen burner and stuff in high school. But that was it. Most of my school, nothing. None of that. Which sucked. That's actually pretty cool. I like that part. Wish they do that more with kids. But I know for safety reasons, gotta be careful. But shoot, science is dangerous. You want to teach a kid science, and science can be dangerous. That's part of it. But still gotta learn. Oh, gotta do the see 10/25/2017. Right? So Thank you very much for watching this video. Leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you all later. Peace.